How Italy changed me. The emptiness of doing everything. How can a woman do everything she was supposed to do and still feel something essential is missing? I think a lot of women know this feeling, but they don't always admit it out loud. They did the responsible thing. They worked, they saved money, they raised their children, they stayed in marriages longer than they should have. They fought like hell to survive one event after another. They helped their parents, they showed up for everyone, they became dependable, they became the person everyone called when something went wrong. From the inside, that woman can look successful. Inside, she can feel strangely empty as the years pass. Not because she failed, but she finally had a moment to slow down because she realized she became highly skilled at duty and never got taught much about joy. I understand that kind of life. I came from ambition, commitment, responsibility, work, and performance. I respect those things. America gave me the discipline and the grit. My parents gave it to me coming from the Bronx. I'm grateful for all of that, but there is a difference between building a respectable life and building one that actually feeds your spirit. A lot of women build lives that work beautifully on paper and felt lonely in the body. Now it's time to make different choices. What if being needed is not the same thing as being loved and not the same thing as being alive? This is where many women get trapped. When people need you, you know who you are. You know you're useful, you're necessary, you're in motion, you're solving problem after problem and always helping another person clean up somebody else's mess, another emotional burden to carry, or sometimes you're just full of keeping busy. It is meaningful and it can feel meaningful, but after a life of doing that, the uselessness becomes a cage. Because one day the children grow up, the husband changes, the job ends, retirement comes, parents die, health interrupts everything, and suddenly the role that you organized for your life will disappear. Then a terrifying question shows up. Who am I when nobody urgently needs something from me? That question shakes a lot of women. Some women were masters at giving and they had no practice receiving. They knew how to sacrifice, endure, organize, and rescue. They did not know how to rest without guilt. They did not know how to serve themselves without feeling selfish. They did not know what it even meant, that what is it that I want anymore. It's not weakness. This is a condition or conditioning of living life. What if the next chapter of your life begins with you stop proving your worth? Italy confronted me in a different type of model. Ooh, it's getting warm. I saw people who didn't work here. They did work, but they didn't worship working. They sat with their friends, they had lunch, they had Prosecco together. I'd see them in the middle of the day. I saw older people out in public in life. I saw beauty treated as normal. I saw things that showed up very differently in Italy than it did in America. And I began to question, should I have known about this more? What kind of day actually feels good to live? Who makes me feel more like myself? Who am I? What happened when I postponed duty and I came first? How much of my exhaustion was praised simply because it benefited everyone else? What pleasures did I deny myself because I thought of being more serious about serving others? Italy did not make me irresponsible. It made me realize relentless responsibility becomes a form of self-abandonment. The emptiness of doing everything is real. So is this the freedom that comes when a woman finally admits she wants something more useful out of life?